4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe we are live. That's right. I'm Anavultus, back again for another time. We've got all the best memes, spooky, scary skeletons, North Korea, one move ahead at all times, and what is there not to love? So right now, I'd just like to give you a heads up. By the way, not sponsored. In Shadowverse, we've got a One Punch Man tie-in event where you could potentially buy some new sets, some leaders, if you pay crystals. Now, of course, I don't have any crystals, so I'm not going to get anywhere doing that. But if I could do a microtransaction, but I'm not really into doing that stuff. So instead, we are going to continue with the campaign, the grand campaign. So far, we've met some interesting characters. Didn't learn too much about them, but what I did learn is that my lawnmower is actually having some problems. I went out today thinking I would be mowing the lawn in a riding lawnmower, and you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I had my PIF helmet on. I was wearing my UV protection glasses, ready to sing some nice songs while having a nice mow, a leisurely mow, and then it happened. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. We failed. The mower wouldn't start, so now I'm here. I may have started the stream later if I had actually gotten mowing, but that didn't happen, so you may be having an extra long stream today. Congratulations, congratulations, and conflagrations. Ideally not, though. I don't think I would wish conflagrations on anyone, really. Just imagine having a conflagration wished upon you. Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? I would not. I don't know who would, but I will tell you that there are certain individuals who might not. So this is Doppelganger, which means the double walker, or more, I would say that this is probably going to be a mirror match. So let's have a light go on this event. That's right. We're gonna show ourselves who's the boss, which is also ourselves. But actually, it's an enemy in disguise. That's right. That's the real reason. That's the real reason why this is happening, is that there's these weird creatures that coming in everywhere, and they look like us, they talk like us, but they're not us. That's right. They are weird. They're doing some weird things. Weird things are going on. I don't know who's at the bottom of this, but I'm going to go to the bottom of this so that I can pick them up off the bottom. Perhaps, but not by the bottom. You know, we keep things chill here. We're not into inappropriate conduct. So pick them up, and we have a go, and we say, "All right, mate. I see what you've did there, eh? But I tell you that you need to stop. All right, stop it. You've been a very naughty individual as of late." But I say that you ought to stop. And then if they don't stop, you know what we do? We kill them. That's just how it is. And maybe if they do stop, we might also throw in an extra punishment. Just make it a bit extra. What one might say, extra interesting. Extra dimensional. Extra... Who knows? I don't even know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not the... Well, I am a genius, but that's besides the point. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, I have no idea. If I had an idea of what is going on, then maybe there would be something to say about what is going on. But there's nothing to say about what is going on. Therefore, I must simply select back, because for some reason the battle didn't start. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. We're going in. Gonna enable voice. Oh, I clicked on the other thing. Oh, Oh, silly me. Silly me. I'm a silly boy. I'm a silly lad. Didn't know what I was doing. I went around. Okay, let's get this voice data. Let's see the discrepancies, the inconsistencies, incoherence. You're thinking, wait, that's not what I said. Now I'm. Okay. She didn't mention this character, but... The Morning Star. That's what we're looking for. Oh, snap! Oh, snap. This one looks like a biggin. We got a biggin, folks. Oh, snap. Looks like we're having a mirror match. That's right. We gotta get there on time, folks. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Oh snap, who's this? Stay focused, lads. Keep our focus on 100%. That's right. Let's go. Time for battle. Malevolent Al Mirage. The moonlight. It's delectable. One time, when it was as white as can be, I took a teensy bite of it. Delicious, I thought. But recently... Oh, snap. Closing the door on that. Okay, come on. Give me first. Give me first. Ah, I got second. Feels bad, man. Okay, so let's see. What should I get rid of? Well of Destiny. That's not a good early play. Sylvan Justice. Deal 2 damage to an enemy follower. Put a fairy in your hand. You know what? I would actually throw that out just because it increases my chance of getting... Oh. Not that. Maybe a bad trade there. But I know what I'm playing turn 4 then. Alright. And she gets the first turn and I don't get to play anything. And she's playing the same card I am. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Feels really bad. Feels ultra bad right now, actually. Okay. She's gonna trade that in, of course. That makes sense. And then hit me. Come on, hit me! Why would you return your allied follower to your hand at this point? As Hillary Clinton would say, what difference at this point does it make? Now, putting the mercenary drifter down is really the most economic move. But the problem is, what will happen is this one will trade into that and then I'll still be down another damage. But it's not as if I've got much choice anymore. But next turn I'll be able to straight down evolve something. It'll have to be Goliath because that's really the only thing. Okay, I can evolve. So what I could do actually is I could just avoid killing their stuff because they don't have a lot of stuff that can boost them. So if I actually don't attack here, but okay, well, I think I do actually have to do this though, because otherwise I won't be able to make it. So the one I kill is, of course, doesn't really matter. None of them have a special effect. But now I have the damage advantage. And they're gonna clear me. She's gonna clear me, probably. Okay, return a follower. Put a follower down. I'm gonna put the angelic sword maiden out, and I'm going to... Should I give it a boost? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should evolve it then. I'm gonna evolve it, and then next turn I can do the same. And if I just avoid... killing theirs, then they'll just have to attack this. And they won't be able to place anything down. So that's the advantage I have right now. So that if you fill up your board with trash, then you can't actually pull anything off the board. So sometimes there's actually a time when you should not clear your board. And this is one of those times, I believe. Oh, but of course, there's that. Oh, wait, what? Why? Why would you do that? Why in the world would you do that? Okay, maybe there's going to be an evolve here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you've got your ward. Fair enough. And you're just going to pummel the rest in there. Double ward. I wasn't expecting that. Unfortunately, now I am actually forced to attack in a way that I generally would not want to. Gonna have to evolve that. And next turn I can play the Treant. Actually, I should have attacked this one. That was a bit of a bad move on my part. But we are pretty close, but my board is currently stronger. So we'll see what happens. But I don't have an evolve lift, so whatever gets pulled out... This is probably going to get evolved, kill off my lad. Although if you're clearing your own board to do that, that's probably not the strongest move. Okay, so I can get 8 damage onto me, which is not the best. But I can pull out quite a bit here. And now I have a clear board advantage. So if I even the scales here, the enemy will be forced to attack me ideally. Okay. I just lost board advantage. Feels bad, man. You gonna attack into this? Because I've got a couple of Goliaths waiting. I can pull out. Oh no. It's gonna kill. Feels bad, man. Feels ultra bad. There's nothing I can really do here. To play Okami and Goliath. And I have to essentially break down this one. In order to maintain any advantage. But there's no way that they can kill me off right now. Although they can do that, which is pretty bad, if I do say so myself. Okay, so I've got a strong one. I should play these three, ideally. And then I have to kill off the ward and kill off the other ward. And let's see, I've got 10. I've got lethal, so and she doesn't have lethal, so she has to attack me. Probably kill this one off. And that's it as far as that goes. Okay, but I can play some cards as well. I just need to play my most powerful cards, which are these two, of course. So I'm obviously going to attack with my more powerful ones, and maybe if I keep it on 6, then there's no way that she can win. And that's how you do it. Because there's no way you can pull anything out, and your hand's empty. So, game over, lads. Game over. Okay, and this one, I can put a fairy in my hand. There you go. Do that. Do that. Just get some BM practice in here. And boom. You're gone. You're gone, son. You're done. You're done, son. There you go. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. That's how it's done. I get a Rose Gardener. Ooh, Rose Gardener. Unevolved. And evolved. Evolve. Return another follower to the player's hand. To the player's hand. Is it one of your followers, though? I don't know, but if it's evolved... Okay. Fair enough. Good one, lads. We got him. We got him, boss. We got him, boss! That's right. That's right, follower. We got him. And there's a roar. That's right. Great job. Great job, lads. Great job, fam. What's your name, Mari? Ooh. We have met. Indeed we have! A long time ago, in a land far, far away, we met in order to go on a bold quest to see new worlds and civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before.
友達と喧嘩になり森を飛び出してきたというあなたと出会っているのです。あの時の
That's right.
またお世話になっちゃいましたね。私は何もしていません。あなた自身の強い気持ちが闇を打ち払ったのですよ。私に友達を助けられるかな。
That's right, lads. That's right. We have the danger. We have the power. We have the immutability. And that's what we've got. That's what we've got, lads. We're no longer scared. I've got faith. I've got real faith. High IQ faith, man. High IQ. That's what it's about. Get your faith up. That's right. Faith. Faith in society. That's right. Got it. We're gonna find her. Ooh, disappeared. Mysterious. Mysterious lady disappeared. Mysterious. You ever had a mystery? Well, you're about to have a memory. And that's what really matters. Having a memory. A real memory. A real memory that you can remember for all time and for your posterity. Something that you can really put together. A memory. You ever had a memory? Is that a mysterious card? What is that? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that I am indeed a mental man. Very mental. Very man. Very by mental I don't mean that I'm insane. What I mean is that I have a chin. And having a chin is good. The chin, it's the mental region, as it is called. I have a chin. You ever had a chin? I don't know, but if you don't have a chin, I do feel a little bit sorry for you. I think it would be better for you if you did have a chin, rather than not having a chin, which is of course always something that is a bit non-advantageous, if I do say so myself. That we all should endeavor to be of good health, and one part of good health is being able to have the ability to eat food in a good way. So for this reason, we're gonna go for this memory here. A real memory, something to remember for our children, our children's children perhaps, maybe even our grandchildren, who are also our children's children, but in a different context. But maybe great-grandchildren. Oh, this is actually a memory. Ii-chan, oshiete yo. That's right. Oh, I've never shot an arrow, but I carry this massive bow. That's right, we're gonna have some real fun now. Some real fun. Show me what you got. Show me the best skills. I want to see the MLG Pro 360 no scope 420 blaze it skills that they always advertise on the milk cartons in the mornings, but I never see it. You know, they always say, yeah, I can 360 no scope. Why don't you no scope yourself to the moon, eh? And it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. They never do it. They always say they can do it, but they never do. Why not? Why do they not do it? That's the big question. The real big question. That's a question we're all asking. Is this going to be a 2-on-1? These look tough, man. Feels bad, man. Ow. Actually feels bad, man, now. Alright, we've got some help. We've got real help now. Yeah. Save me. Save me. Save me from this evil. The cape is just constantly flying. Ooh, zealot destruction. Yes! Destroy, destroy, destroy! But if we did decide to keep something, after all has been smashed to bits, perhaps it may be an idol, a beacon for the world. Ooh, snap. Look at that. The door. Close the door. We're trapped inside the battlefield. That's right, we're fighting one step ahead. North Korea, spooky, scary skeletons. Let's do this. Let's do this. Ah, this is actually a pretty good opening hand. Not gonna lie, this is something I actually want to keep. Got a good curve going, which is always good to have. But of course, the opponent goes first. No action taken. Itai no kirai na no. That's right. Should I mirror, or should I put a Fairy Whisperer? A Fairy Whisperer would give me something nice to play on. Well, what would I play on turn 4? That's the question. I don't have any 1 costs, so Fairy Whisperer is probably good so that I can keep going. If I hit him, then he won't be able to hit this one without dying, which is maybe a net gain, but the real question is, do I actually want to do that? I'll do this. You know what? Always good to get ahead. It probably won't bite me later on when this happens. I'll just trade this up. And Elfguard would be a good play on turn 4, actually. Dark Elf. Should I play the Dark Elf or the Merc? I'm gonna play the Merc. And yeah, the Merc. Keep damage up on the board. And then balance the board, and I still have 1 damage up on my opponent, which is good. Which is very good. But now this happens, which is a non-ideal situation. But I can evolve this turn. So I actually don't want to play that right away. Let's play a Water Fairy. And a regular fairy. And an Elfguard. And if I evolve this, I can actually... Well, no, I won't be able to kill that. Nothing here would be able to kill that. But if I evolve this, then I'll have a strong guard here, so that gives me a 6. Actually, no, if I evolve this, I will be able to kill the other one, which means I'll have a strong advantage on the board, because I already have a +1/+1 boost. So I don't have the strongest ability here, but anything they play out, anything it plays out will be easily defeated by what I've got on the board right now. Oh, unless that happens, of course. And then, no boost on that, though. Interesting. So, here's the question. What do I play? I can play this and put a 4 damage on it if I evolve it. Which means that it'll still be 4 strong when it's on there. Which means they'll need to probably evolve something to hit it. I can play this as a 4/4 or 5/4 or get another fairy in my hand. The real question is, what exactly do I want to do? I'll play this. Usually I might go Mercenary Drifter, but let's get a bit conservative with my techniques here. And I'm also going to play a fighter. And the question is, which one do I actually want to put out the damage here? If I evolve the fighter, then I'll have 2 that are on a 3. If I evolve this one, then I'll have 1 that's on a 4. Which means that if they put something down that does 2 damage or 3 damage, it won't kill it. Which means I'll just throw it in that way. And I also get another card in my hand, which is always useful. And I'm dealing damage as well. Now I just need something strong to come into my hand. This is actually going to hurt a bit, because that gets boosted. This might actually be a trade to make here. Or I can trade this guy into that. I actually could. And then hit to the face if I throw down a Sylvan Justice. That might actually be a solid move. So, I'm going to throw down a Merc Drifter. Actually, will I be able to? I might trade into that, do 5 damage to the top. Yeah, I'm going to throw down a Sylvan Justice. And I'll trade into it. Trade into that as well. And I'll attack. And attack. And now I've got 4 left. So I can actually throw out another Mercenary Drifter and another Fairy. So I'll end the turn there. And I've got a clear advantage. And we'll see what the response is. Maybe something strong? No amulets on the board, so... But this is boosted, and it's going to maybe kill my strong one? As expected, yes. But I still have board advantage. So I can hit that, because I really want to get rid of that. An Angelic Sword Maiden is probably a strong play to make right now. I don't really want to evolve it right away, though. Although, if I do, it might be actually a bit advantageous to do so. So actually, I'm going to evolve it. And then my enemy will need to do 7 damage. Which means, even if they pull out a Goliath, it'll still not be enough to kill it. And then I'll just pull out a couple more fairies and attack. There you go. And I've got lethal on the board right now, so put the ball in that court. Can't really evolve anything anymore, but that if the enemy uses the last evolve, it won't be a problem. Okay. Putting more fairies isn't going to save you here. I can just spam out my own fairies, kill your fairies. Well, maybe not all of them if you put that many out. Okay, that's gonna attack me and die. Or it's not going to attack me and die. Which is an interesting concept here. Now the real question is, what exactly should I do? This isn't going to get any bigger. So what I should do is actually go full face and pull out something else. Because that's got 6 damage on the board right now. Still needs 7. And you don't have an evolve. So even if you place down a ward, I can kill the ward with this one. And even if it's powerful, I can use the other 2. And then I can still hit you and kill you. So taste that, Rainbow A. Throw down a Well of Destiny. And ball's in your court. What are you going to do? Treant. That's not going to work. It's nothing you can do. Gotcha. I didn't think my deck was this powerful. I thought it was just a pretty weak deck. But I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. So let's see. What should I do? I can clear out a bit. I'm just thinking what would be the best way to BM. Let's clear out your powerful card that you just played. And let's clear out more of your weaklings. And let's also play more cards. And just punch you in the end. There you go. That's how you do it, lads. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You got it. You're done, son. You're done. What? No damage taken. Forestcraft 1. Okay. Let's see. Followers that have ambush can't be targeted by... Oh. They died. They're dead. You're done, son. You're done. Perfect timing. Oh? Oh, something's weird's going on. Stories aren't matching up. The sub and the dub isn't matching up. A sister that looks exactly like you. What are the chances? We're not the same. We're different. It's very important to point that out. There's no reason to get that upset. It's an easy mistake to make. Easy mistake to make. Easy mistake. Oh, we made her cry. Yeah, you always got to be careful, you know. You never know people's sensibilities. But there's a point where you just have to say, though, free speech trumps it at some point. Let's hope we find her. Shadows. Once a follower or amulet is destroyed, or a spell is played, it becomes a shadow. So we unlocked a new card back, but let's see, the Morning Star. we finally get to the center of the action, the final portion of a story, where we go to the Morning Star and we decide what will happen in the world. Will we save the world? Will we destroy it? It all hinges on these events. Let's go. The Morning Star, still unsure of how to interpret her last encounter with Eris, Arisa reaches the Morning Star. Enable voice and display subtitles. That's right, lads. We're going straight into the action. We're gonna show them a thing or two about how to eat spaghetti. That's right, I eat spaghetti, and I don't care what you say about my hair. The Morning Star. It's a very interesting structure, one might say. It has a interesting geometric pattern to it. It's peaceful, that's right. We're gonna find the peace. We're gonna... no, you're disrupting the peace. Alright, stop. Shut up. You can't just... You think, oh, it's so peaceful, you shout. Would you do that in the library? You go into the library, you say, oh, look at that, I'm in the library. Shout, shout, shout. Come on, have some respect. You can't hear. No one can hear you now. Oh snap. A bright light has appeared. It comes towards us. It is mysterious. It is mystifying. What shall we say to such interesting events? Oh snap. Apologize for the lag here. Oh snap. Holy cannoli, what's that? It's a door opening. A door has opened from the heavens! A mysterious shape appears! Drip, drip! What a splash! The flames erupt! A hand reaching out from the molten core. Oh snap. Too edgy for Twitch. I need to be ready to censor. No, it's covered, it's covered, it's covered. Safe. It's covered. It's all covered. Alright. I am the Nexus. I bring unto the world harmony. That's right, we're gonna... Oh snap. No, that's not the Nexus. That's our friend. Our friend's been taken by the Nexus. It's V'ger. No, it's not V'ger. It's the world. The world.
Nexus? Rosaria じゃないの?
I gotta believe in the heart of the cards. I gotta believe in the heart of the cards. Heart of the cards, heart of the cards. Infinity Gate. Holy snap. Holy snappity snap. The light shall be as thine eyes and thy flesh. Holy cannoli, this is some edgy stuff we're reading right now. That's your friend. Is your friend alive? Is your friend dead? Has your friend been replaced? Is it a V'ger situation where it's... I don't know. Why am I talking about Star Trek? Stop messing around. Stop it. Stop. We're not gonna tolerate destructive succubus. This is the form you find most alluring. How charming, how obscene. I'm rather fond of it. Well, time to get down to business. I am here to damn you, after all. It's, oh, snap. Ultimate battle, but I'm still one step ahead. Spooky, scary, and North Korean. You're not gonna beat me. But I only get 2 evolves. Ooh. This is a desperate fight. I don't want to forfeit the first turn. So I'm gonna drop Well of Destiny and a fighter. Come on, give me a 1 cost, 1 cost, 1 cost. Oh, Fairy Whisperer. I guess next best thing. I'm gonna have to pass the first turn. Feels bad, man, but... oh, no, I'm not gonna have to pass the first turn. we're gonna go into battle. We're gonna drop those fairies like they're nobody's business, or perhaps everybody's business. What is this? Holy cannoli. Is this the counter? Countdown 2. Last words, summon a holy falcon. Countdown amulets that have a number of counts down 1 at the beginning of your turn. When the countdown reaches 0, the amulet is destroyed. Holy falcon. 3 playpoint Havencraft follower. 2/1 has storm, so he can attack right away, and can be evolved to a fairy 4 with also a storm. Okay, could be worse. I can't attack that, so I'm just gonna go and attack you in the face. I hope you don't mind. Maybe you do mind, but hoping you don't. But I'm gonna pull out more fairies out of my pocket, and we're gonna see where this goes. Okay, so the countdown keeps going. Oathless Knight. I can trade into that. I can trade into that. I can deal with this. I can show you a thing or two about wisdom, about intelligence, about high IQ plays. This is a high IQ play. This is also a high IQ play. I'm gonna... Should I trade in and attack? Or... Let's see. So, the Holy Falcon is a 2/1. Which means it's a threat to my Goblin and to my Fighter. But... the enemy won't really be able to play anything particularly strong. So I think trading once and then attacking is probably the best option here. So I'm just gonna get rid of this one in case she has one to pull that one back in the hands. Just so that doesn't happen. And I'm gonna attack top here to push my board advantage a bit. I can then trade next turn if it becomes necessary. Because he can't trade into me on that. Okay, you've got fairies. Fair enough. And more fairies. Alright, this is getting more interesting by the second. He's gonna attack that one, of course. I've got turn 4 here. I'm not going to use Sylvan Justice on that. That's no way, Jose. But I don't have anything good to play, so I just have to spam my fairies out, I guess. Which is not really what I wanted to do. But I can still play a Treant with a 6/6 next turn if I need to. But I guess that's the play. Don't really have any reason to hold back here, so I'm just gonna keep some pressure on. I don't think my enemy has any AoE. At least I don't know of any that my enemy could use. But there is a potential for evolution to occur here, which would actually wreck me a little bit. That's probably coming. Maybe, maybe not. You're thinking. This machine, it has a mind. Has AI gone too far? I don't know. But if it has. And evolve. Come on, evolve one of them. Oh snap. What? 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 Wait a second. 9 cost? How'd you play a 9 cost at turn 4? Fanfare. If 4 of our allied cards are in play, destroy all of our allied cards. If 4 allied cards are in play, change the cost of this follower to 0. Holy cannoli, I need this. This is what I need. This is way overpowered, but really fits with my playstyle. Okay. So the real question is, how do I deal with this? So I've got 2 damage on the board, so that puts it down to a 7. If I put this in, I can put out 2 more. I can put out 4 damage, and Sylvan Justice will deal another 2 damage. But I'll still be down by 1. But if there's anything I want to boost, it will be the Treant, which... But no. Doesn't actually make a difference, really. Doesn't make a difference. And this one's not... Oh, no, this one is evolved. Okay, he is evolved. Okay, so an evolve was used. But I should have killed the fairy. I didn't know this card was in play. So this is a real tricky situation. A real sticky situation for me. Because I have to play a card, waste an evolve on a card that suicides, and I still won't kill the enemy with it. I do believe playing a Treant would be the more advantageous play, because I have 2 5 costs, so spending 1 at least might be something worth doing. So we're gonna have to evolve this. Because we have to kill this ASAP, otherwise we're gonna lose. Or do I have to kill it, though? I don't know if I actually have to kill it. Wait, I evolved it, so now I have to... I have to kill it. That's just all there is to it. But my board's not strong enough to do it. Here's hoping he wastes his attack. I can Sylvan Justice next turn, if he just chooses to go face, but... Oh no, if he's got another one of those in his hand, then it's game over. Okay, it's not game over, not game over. But I don't really have a good card to play with Sylvan Justice. So I have to Sylvan Justice that, and play... No. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll play the Dark Elf, and then I'll evolve it. Okay, you ready for this? Now that it's evolved, I can attack immediately to take that out, which then allows me to play a fairy, and then I have 2 left to play an elf guard, and because I played it after having played 2 cards, it has ward, which means I'm safe for now. But that's about as far as safety goes. But of course, it gets evolved, and now they're both going to punch me. Kill my ward. Like that. Alright. So, let's see. At the end of your turn, transform a random follower that costs 3 play points or less into a dragon, which is always a minimum of 5/5, which essentially means that he can get a low cost to evolve for free, which is really, 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 really painful for me. I can get a Treant out, but I can't get it to be a 6/6. Unless I play 2 of her cards in a turn. But that's not going to happen. Which means I'm really screwed here. Oh well. Play Treant. And Well of Destiny. Go face. Whatever survives gets boosted. Well, it's not going to survive because he's going to just double trade me. He's going to trade and then he's going to kill. But I can Sylvan Justice it now. And he didn't attack. Ooh, this really hurts. But alright, I can't clear the board in any way. Looks like I've lost this one. Let's pull out a Sylvan Justice on my lad here. Because that's really all I can do. I can then play Okami. And a fairy. And maybe, just maybe, something will survive. I hope he attacks the fairy. Because then I can... No, Okami still wouldn't survive. But of course it gets evolved and then kills me. Straight up. Okay. Looks like this is the first big defeat. I need a deck that counters this. Okay. Actually, let's give it a second try, just to see if it works. Let's give it a second try real quick. Club Soldier, hurry! Her Royal Majesty is impatient, and if she loses her temper, you'll lose your head. So let's give it a second try, just to see if maybe just maybe, we can actually deal with this. Okay, I go first again. This time I need to really make sure that I've got my board clears. I also don't want this Elf Guard either. It's a better play on turn 4. So I really need to make sure that I clear board. Because otherwise that one will come out at a 0 cost, which is pretty bad. Okay, I've got my Wiverwood Guardian, which might be good if I get something nice played out. Now I've got some fairies. And for now, the only attack of value is going to go to face. But Wiverwood Guardian would be a great turn 5 play. Okay. This is actually a good turn 4 play, so I might actually pass just so that I can play Elf Guard. Gonna pass just so that I can play Elf Guard next turn. But of course there's another Oathless Knight. Alright. I could play Goliath, but I'm not going to. I think Elf Guard is a more solid play. Also, having a multiplicity of attacks would be useful. Okay, so now I have Elf Guard on board here. And I have Guard, and then I can put out a Wiverwood Guardian next turn, or an Angelic Sword Maiden. Either one would be a good play. But they're both wards, so... And this happens. Of course this happens. Of course. Who would have thought? And then he gets evolved as well. I really tried. I really tried. So this can evolve to an 8. Okay. I guess Wiverwood Guardian is what I have to put out. Let's put out Wiverwood Guardian. And evolve. Just to deal more damage. And just hope that she wastes an attack into it, because otherwise we're not gonna make it. A Wind God, Fanfare. Give +1. Of course, it's not as if he needed another +1. And then evolve it. Let's see, do I have a way to survive this turn? Yes, I do have a way of surviving this turn. Would it be particularly useful to survive this turn? Not really. Okay. So if I place this down, they're both already evolved. Unless they've got some sort of direct damage, they have to attack it with both of them. So putting down an Angelic Sword Maiden is actually a good play, and I'm not going to evolve it because next turn I want to evolve Goliath. Or wait a second. That's actually not lethal. I have to evolve it. But I don't want to attack, because if I attack, then it won't survive. So I need to end turn here and hope that both of them attack it. Or I can attack and then get hit in the face. But I would rather just keep my board strong for now. Make sure things work fine. Let's see. Okay, doesn't look like anything special is happening. Nothing special. It's just some fairies. Okay, or wait a second. And, okay, yeah, game over. Should have thought about the last evolve there. Okay, so what I come down from this is that I do have to make sure that I get a stronger deck to deal with this, because okay, let's go back. Let's put together our heads and figure out how to deal with this. So let's just take a look at all the cards we have and put together a plan of action. So, cards, decks, rotation. Okay, gonna create a new deck And we're gonna put together, yes, gonna go Arisa, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure out what the issue is. So, first of all, having low costs is probably a good one. But let's take stock of what we have. Metallurgist. Probably good. Let's see. Transcending Seraph, restore 2 defense to your leader. Might be good. Okami is really good. Angelic Sword Maiden is also very useful. And let's see what are the more expensive ones here. Mecha Wing Angel. Let's see. Magna Botanist. +1/+1 to allies if at least 2 other cards were played. An Elf Tracker. 1 damage to a random enemy follower twice. That's a fanfare. Nature's Warden. Okay. So here's what I'll do. I'll try a bit of a meme here. I'll simply add 1 of each. Bam. Subtract 1 cost of a Machina card. We're not going to do that. I'm going to put in every card that might be useful. Enhance. Last words, deal X damage to a random enemy follower. X equals the number of times that allied followers have evolved this match. So we're going to put that in there. Hobgoblin. Repair mode. 1 play point, restore 1 defense to ally, or 3 to Machina. Not very useful for me. Well of Destiny. I do believe that that is good. Fairy Whisperer. Also good. Elf Guard. We'll put 1 of those in there. Elf Metallurgist. Useful. Sylvan Justice is useful. Mercenary Drifter is useful. Now, this one, Jafenhar Warring Flame. During your turn, whenever another allied follower evolve this follower. Clash, deal 2 damage to the enemy follower. Clash. So that's good. That's useful. That's very useful. The Dark Elf Fairy, or Faray. Forest Hermit. Random Machina card, not very useful. Recover 1 evolution point during your turn. Whenever an allied follower evolves, put 2 Fairy Wisps into your hand. Okay. Fairy Wisp is 0 play point. Forest 1/1, but can evolve to a 3/3. We can do that. That might be useful. Goliath, we'll throw 1 in there. The Trend-Setting Seraph, we'll throw 1 in there. Okami is very useful. Rose Gardener, another follower to the player's hand. Angelic Sword Maiden. Treant. Okay. And we'll throw in the Wiverwood Guardian. And a Nature's Warden. Summon a Nature's Warden. Select an enemy follower. It can't attack next turn. Actually, if I'm gonna get a Nature's Warden in here, it better be the good one. And restore 6 defense to your leader, or 10 defense. Throw 1 in there. Elf Tracker. Okay, allied followers. If it At least 2 other cards were played. We can do that. And Mecha Wing Angel. Accelerate. Okay. Assembly Droid, 1 play point, neutral follower. If your follower... Okay. But it's also a ward, so it might be useful. Actually, I'm not going to use that one, though. It's a very expensive card, and I already am using some quite expensive cards in here. So, let's put a few more 1 costs in here, because we really need 1 costs for playability. More free evolves would be good. Getting some fighters in there is also great. And something else. Fairy Whisperer. That's a good one. Mercenary Drifter. We can use that. That's useful. Elf Metallurgist. Well, if we're gonna go that way, we'll have to put in more Fairy Whisperers. And maybe another Dark Elf. Okami is a really good 4 cost. Another Metallurgist, maybe. Throw in a Sylvan Justice and another Well of Destiny. I'm gonna save this as for Twine. And we're gonna see how well this works. So I'm gonna do a practice match. Practice. There we go. Gonna try our Fort Twine. And let's first try a mirror match at beginner, just to get a bit of a feel for it. I'm about to crack! That's what you say. That's what they say. But is it true, though? We're gonna pull out the info. But I'm thinking 1 step ahead. I'm playing second, though. Okay, this is relatively good. Although I actually would not want an Elf Guard in my opening hand. Okay, the question is, Water Fairy or Goblin? Water Fairy is probably the choice play here. So let's do it. Let's throw in a Water Fairy. And just give me a trade. Come on, just a straight up trade. You know you want to. It's a fair exchange. There you go. We both get a fairy out of it. We both get a little bit of what we want. But you actually throw down something that is a bit annoying to me. So, Metallurgist. I don't want to play this. But if I... That's the problem here. I don't have any free costs right now. So, it's sort of that I have to play it. Or, let's see, I can play 2 damage and 3 health, or 2 damage and 1 health. I see that this is probably the better play. Let's end turn there. I have a little bit of a board advantage. Not anymore, though. Been double warded here. Okay, so the Fairy Whisperer is actually the good play, I think, at the moment. Because then I might be able to play Metallurgist next turn. So really no need to get higher damage out on the board yet. So this is good for now. Just keeps throwing down wards every... What? 3 wards on the board? You're joking. You've got to be joking. There's no way. There's no way you're playing 3 wards. Okay. We're gonna throw out some strong plays here. So let's throw out a fairy and a water fairy and a metallurgist. And we're gonna take care of this one because that's the one with the higher damage. And we're gonna hold on to the board advantage here. Okay. So let's see. What does the Rose Gardener do? Rose Gardener is fine. There's nothing special about him. So here's what I'll do. I'll first trade that. And then I'll hit that to get better chance here. And then I'll throw down Okami. And strengthen it. And then I've got a solid board right now. Next turn I can throw out maybe a Goliath or a Rose Gardener. And she's gonna kill my Okami. Of course. Should have seen that coming. Should have seen it coming. Don't know why I didn't. Or should I attack with that? Yeah, I should. That's a good trade. So the real question is, do I actually want to just play one of these on its own? That might actually be a solid play. So maybe I'll evolve Rose Gardener. That might be a solid play. I'll throw down an evolved Rose Gardener. The next turn I'll play a Treant. And maybe I'll also evolve it the same turn. So that's right. And we're gonna clear your board for you crisply and hit you once again. And you're throwing down a fairy and another fairy and a goblin and a mercenary drifter, which you're going to boost to attack, right? No, you're going to boost the fairy so that it's actually a good trade here. So I guess here it goes. 2 goblins and a treant. Evolve it. And then now you need to find 5 damage to deal with that. You've got lethal, so no real point in doing that. I think it's better to just reduce the enemy's options at this point. Okay. It's an interesting one I haven't seen before. So at this point, I guess I'll just spam it out. No real point in holding back. And just throw it all out there. Whatever comes out, we'll kill it. I wouldn't have been able to get lethal this turn, so no point there. No point! But we'll do this so that we can then, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll throw it out as such. Evolve. Just to get the BM practice. It's always good to practice BM. Goliath. And just punch you straight. There you go. That's how you do it, lads. That is how you do it. Okay, so now I need to try a more tougher opponent. I need to try the tougher opponent so that I can have a better chance of winning against my actual opponent that I have to deal with. So the opponent I'm going to try is, let's see. We're going to try a tougher opponent. And let's see. We see some Havencraft cards, but we also see some Dragoncraft cards. Let's try going up against a stronger Dragoncraft to see what goes there. This unit's name is Rabomi. You have been registered as this unit's new engineer, Nicholas. So I guess that's some background information there. So let's see what we can have. Okay, I go first, which, in my opinion, actually puts me at a slight disadvantage. There's no reason to have any of these in my opening hand. That's maybe a little bit better, but still not the best. Not the best at all. But you know what? I'll just have to forfeit my first turn. Therefore, I not only have one less of these, and I only drew one card, and now my enemy has taken a turn before I have. So I could throw out down a Well of Destiny, but it might be just better to throw out Fairy Whisperer. But let's see what my enemy does. A fighter, of course. We're not going to attack into that. That'd be silly. But I can strengthen what I've got if I throw down the right cards. So let's say we're going to throw down the Well and a Fairy. And my enemy will probably only be able to kill one of them, so the other one gets stronger. Sword, gain an empty play orb. Okay, so he kills one of them. The other one gets stronger. And I can do an... Well, no, I can't do an Elf Metallurgist. I don't have the right cards for that. But I could, in theory, do an Elf Metallurgist. But I'm not going to. Okami is maybe a good play right now. Maybe this one next turn. Elf Metallurgist might be good if I have another one cost, but I do not. So Okami is the best play at the moment. And I'm not going to attack into those lads at the moment, because I don't want to activate that, and I don't think this is a good trade. So now we actually have something. Is he gonna boost? Yeah, he's gonna boost. Of course. Of course, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Ow. Yeah, it does hurt, doesn't it? It hurts. Okay, so we actually have a Rose Gardener here. Which I can evolve into a 5/4. Don't know why I would, though. I can play out Hnikar, Warring Thunder, which would automatically evolve when I play it into a 4/4, which also isn't the most useful thing. I can put out a Nature's Warden, which would not get the enhance effect, and therefore would not be the best play. Although, I can still evolve him and kill the dragon and still have a ward out in play and keep a slight advantage. So this is maybe the best thing to do when it concerns maybe board clearing. This is the board clear option. But then I won't have anything left. You may be able to play out something that does 5 damage. Am I willing to take that risk, though? I can kill this and then kill the other one next turn. You know what? I'll take that risk. I'm going to risk that he doesn't have something that can deal 5 damage. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, come on, come on. Come on. Okay. That's gonna go up to a 4/4 though. But wait! 6 damage! 6 straight up damage! Holy cannoli! I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that one coming. Okay. I can play out an Elf Metallurgist, though, this turn. And then boost it to kill the dragon. So let's actually do that. Let's throw out Fairy. And Fairy Whisper. And Elf Metallurgist. And we'll kill that. And we'll evolve. Actually, I should have probably evolved one of these instead. That probably would have been a better play, now that I think about it. So I did do a misplay. I'm not going to play these fairies, because I'm going to need them to boost my Treant next turn. Because I can't evolve anything anymore. Actually, I can evolve Hnikar. So that would work, but I'm just going to hope that he doesn't have any... Well, actually, he has 2 evolution points left. So he can... He can just kill my board, and then I won't get any boost for my well. Which he's going to do as well. There you go. There it is. So the question is, should I play Hnika or Trent? Trent plays out 6/6. Hnikar would evolve to a 4/4. But would do 3 damage to something when he dies. To a random follower, though. So that might actually work if I do that. I can clear the board, actually, if I do that. Yeah, I can clear the board. I can clear the board. Alright, let's do it. So if I suicide into that, then this one will die as well. Or I can just kill that one, and he won't kill it and punch me in the face. So let's do that. Let's suicide into that, and kill the other one. And then play out a couple of fairies, and hope the well boosts them. Uh-oh. It's gonna... He's got ward as well. And he's playing a 7/8. Feels bad, man, if I ever felt bad. Okay, but he didn't deal damage to me. So that's what's important. Okay, so I can Sylvan Justice him. And I can then deal 2 more damage and suicide. Yeah, there's not much I can do, really. Well, actually, I can throw this one back into his hand. I can... Yeah, I can do that. I can just... And then he has to come back out unevolved. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, wait, no, I can't evolve it. Forgot about that part. Should have played the Trent. Oh, well. It's not as if we can really do anything here. So let's just Sylvan Justice. Because that's all I can do, really. And now I can either play a fairy or a Well of Destiny. I wonder which one it'll be. Well of Destiny is probably absolutely useless at this point. But I can weaken this enough so that if he attacks, he dies. I'm going to keep the fairy just in case I can get something else, a 1 or 2 costs of it. I can play my Treant strong. So I'm going to actually play out the Well of Destiny in hopes that he doesn't actually attack me. And, but he's probably going to trade me, because otherwise this one's going to turn into a 6 something, which he would not want. And he's playing 2 wards out. Of course. Of course he's playing 2 wards. Wouldn't have expected him to play only 1. And I actually do have enough to play. But it means I have to suicide this into something. Which will have to be this one, because there's not really anything else to suicide it into. So, feels bad, man, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. So throw out the fairy. and the Dark Elf, and the Treant. And now I just have to keep his board clear, which is going to be hard. He can punch me in the face with 2 of these. If he gets a Storm, it's gaining a +2 on that, but it doesn't matter because he can't attack straight up. Okay, I can't clear that. I cannot clear that. Okay, I guess this is it. Throw out the Mercenary Drifter and... Oh well, looks like game over to me. No way I can clear this board. So I have to ask myself, what is the actual weakness of this deck? What is the actual weakness of it? And he's just gonna attack me with anything, and I'm gonna die. But now that I think about it, this is not the strategy that the other one used. The other one didn't have as many wards as this. So if I go back, I'm gonna see if I can find an AI that is more in line with what is actually happening here. Because what is happening is that I cannot actually find exactly what I'm looking for. So let's practice again, but this time let's pick something else to go against. Because the other one didn't have this many wards. So let's try against Havencraft. Experienced, of course. And we'll see how it goes. Petra, Ether of the Wind. A Wind Shaman's duty. A Wind Shaman's duty is to tend to the wind, innit? Okay, I go first. Alright. I don't want any of these in my opening hand. I guess I might have to play this, even though I really don't want to. Actually, that's a better play, but there we go. Here's a prayer. So there's the first countdown in the action. And I've got some fairies already, so I'm ready for next turn. Alright. So of course, I punch it in the face. And let's see. During your turn, when an allied follower evolves, put 2 fairy wisps in your hand, then banish this amulet. Might be useful, but is not too useful to me right now. So it might be good to get another fairy in play here. Alright. Let me just see what's gonna come out these following turns. Holy Flame Tiger. 4/4, of course. Wait a second. It's a 4/4 that then can be immediately evolved into a 6/6. And this one will pull out a 5/3 that can be evolved into a 7/5, and a 6/6 that can be evolved into an 8/8. I think I'm playing the game wrong. Okay. We're not gonna think about it too hard. We're just gonna play our cards and hope that things are going to turn out all right. Let's grab another fairy there. Okay, and now let's see. Are you gonna evolve it immediately? Hallowed Dogma. Subtract 2 from the countdown. And immediately throw it down. And then banish my follower. And then boost it up. Kill my other follower. Of course. Of course. What am I gonna do now? I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is what can I do? There's nothing I can do here. I guess I'll die. That's really it, isn't it? Yeah. I guess I have to pull out my Wiverwood Guardian and use it to kill the tiger and then die. That's essentially what I have to do. Well, is there something else? I can pull out Hnikar and get a 4/4 out, who then can hit this guy, die, and then randomly do 1 damage, which I don't know if that's particularly good at this point. So the question is, do I deal 5 damage, or do I also deal 5 damage but have something left standing after I deal 5 damage? I think I know which one I pick. Or I can pull out 3 of these guys, do 3, 4, 5 damage, and have... Let me think. I'm thinking. I can actually pull out 3 fairies and a Sylvan Justice. I can evolve 1 fairy to deal 3 damage, so I can deal 3 damage to maybe this one. And then I will maybe attack face because there's nothing else I can really do. And I'll have 3 fairies on the board. Which might be something. As opposed to having a Wiverwood Guardian that is just going to die the moment it hits anything. Yeah, I think that actually is the play, now that I think about it. So, let's play out a fairy. Another fairy. Another fairy. And let's hit a Sylvan Justice on this lad. And evolve the fairy in order to push out a strong hit there and throw some damage at the top. Yeah, I actually think that was the better play. But of course, they can also evolve, which is going to be painful. Very painful. 6 damage, holy cannoli. But I can now throw out my Hnikar to trade into that and hopefully kill one of these. Or I can throw out my Wiverwood Guardian to attack and then die. So I'm gonna... Maybe I can triple trade into this. Kill this one with Hnikar, and then one of these two will automatically die. Well, actually, I don't need to triple trade. If Nicklar hits this one instead of one of these two, then I can just single trade and then double trade into something else. Let's do it. Let's actually do it. Nicklar, you're up. And you're going to punch this lad. And that's a fatality there. Now I can then play the fairy, evolve it, and have the board advantage. Will I? Yeah, I would actually. So I'll just punch this lad until he's dead. But my arboreal core will be useless if I do this, though. But wasn't really expecting to get too much out of that anyway. Evolve. And that's it for my evolves. Enemy still has 2 more. But whatever hits this will take 3 damage, so... Whew, oh boy. This is tough. Tough plays here. But she plays a countdown. But this is not a countdown. But the turn is passed. So I can play a Nature's Warden. Or I can wait 2 turns and double play Nature's Warden. Ooh boy, that might be something. Okay. I can recover an evolution point, evolve, kill, and do what? I don't know. No, this is already evolved, so it just means that next turn I can evolve something. Is that an advantageous play, though? Or I can play Wiverwood Guardian and a Fairy Whisperer. Or Okami and a Fairy Whisperer. Wiverwood Guardian isn't particularly strong, but he does have a 6, which is pretty strong. But Okami can have a higher damage dealing amount if I play that with Fairy Whisperer. So that might also be a strong play. But then there's a chance that I might have to trade this one into that one just so that this one automatically dies when it attacks my Fairy Whisperer, because that's probably what it's going to do if it's not going to attack Okami. But if I place Okami down, I will at least have 4 damage on the board for anything that attacks Okami. Which means that if anything with a base health of 2 comes out, Okami will destroy it. So I guess maybe that's the path I'm taking right now. And we'll just maintain the board advantage. Oh, I should have played it, Fairy? Maybe. Maybe I should have, yes. This is actually pretty bad. This is really bad. I should definitely have played that Fairy. Although I can play Treant. And there's still only 10 damage on the board, so if I play out a double Nature's Warden, that'll be a good play. Although getting a Wiverwood Guardian out might actually be worthwhile. I can get a 3/6 out, or I can get a 6/6 out. I think I know what the answer to that is. So let's play out a couple fairies here. It's a good thing I didn't play the fairy last turn, because otherwise I wouldn't have any options left, really. So what I need to do here is fundamentally, I'm not actually sure what I'm supposed to do. I could attack this one and put it down to a 3, which maybe might give me a few more options down the line, but this is scary. So getting down to double Nature's Warden is important, but I don't really need the space to put it down. Okay, but what is this one? Nature's Warden. Fanfare, summon a Nature's Warden. Select an enemy follower it can't attack next turn. So the one he summons doesn't summon another one, which, if that did happen, that would be overpowered, but that's not happening. So what I need to do instead is somehow weaken my opponent. And I think this is the best way to do it. Okay. I just have to hope that my opponent doesn't play out anything that can kill me. And that's what I'll just have to rest my hopes upon. Oh, I did not expect that to happen. But I suppose that certainly was a possibility all along, that that could happen. Which certainly was an unfortunate turn of events, but you got to learn from your mistakes to some extent. But what did I actually learn is the question. Did I actually learn anything from that? I don't know if I did. Let me just see. I'm getting a notification for this. Steel Rebellion card pack ticket ×5. I'll claim that. And maybe we can have some card openings here. And let's see, I get a reward from a mission. Achievements. Claim. Why not? Let's get some rupees. So, let's actually see what we can do in shop here. Let's see, how much do these pre-built decks cost? So they cost quite a bunch of crystals. But if I go down to set 1, they're actually a bit cheaper. Set 1 is relatively cheap compared to the other ones. But let me just go back of it. And let's see what we can do with some packs, perhaps. Get some packs. Get some packs. Get some packs in the action. So I've got some tickets here. So I'm going to buy 5 packs. And let's open some packs. Let's get some excitement going, eh? Excitement. That's what we're looking for here. That's what everybody else is always looking for. Let's get... Ooh, click. Bam. It opens up. Oh, snap. What's inside? Oh! Oh! That's what people are looking for. Let's take a look. Whoa! 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 It's a... Whoa! Snap. Biddy doodle. Liberté. Werewolf pup. Fanfare. Enhance 7. Gain +3/+3. Deal 2 damage to the enemy leader and restore 4 defense to your leader. During your turn, whenever another allied follower evolves, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. And restore 2 defense to your leader. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Let's see what the evolved form looks like. Okay. Very interesting. Robo-Goblin. I already have one of these. Let's just take a look at the artwork, though. Interesting. Glorious core! It's glorious! 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 Fanfare! Enhance 7. Recover 1 evolution point. Yeah, right. That's what we all want to do. We got to get those evolution points back. During your turn, when an allied follower evolves, give +1/+1 to all allied followers. Then banish this amulet. Burger King, foot lettuce. No, we're not talking about that. But what do we have? A +1/+1 to all allied followers. If there's an evolution happening. So that's important to note. Grimnir, Warring Tempest, has Ward, which is very good, and Fanfare, and an enhance 7, deal X damage to all enemy followers X number of times allied followers have evolved this match. And look at that. That's a very interesting weapon you've got there. Very interesting, fascinating time. We've got our Ghost Rider. I already have one of these in the action. Another Ghost Rider, Mecha Staff Sorcerer. Fanfare, if you have at least 2 other Machina cards in your hand, deal 3 damage to the enemy. That's right, we like to deal some damage here. Hellblaze Demon, Ward. Fanfare, give +X/+0 to a Bloodcraft follower in your hand. X equals the number of other allied followers in play. And it's a word. Okay, very interesting artwork there. Very good, very good. Always top quality on the artwork. Not gonna lie, top quality. Pack 2, getting into the action with a second pack. All right. Phantasmal Core, Fanfare, enhance 7, recover 1 evolution point. During your turn, when an allied follower evolves, gain 10 shadows, then banish this amulet. That's right, we're gonna banish them all. We gotta banish them all. Banish Mon. Daisy Bow Archer, Fanfare, enhance 7, gain +3/+3, and deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy followers. Some random damage there, which is great. During your turn, whenever another allied follower evolves, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. That's great. That's actually a pretty good card, isn't it? Great card there. Great card. Great action. This is great banter. It really is. Ghoul, got one of these already. I still question. All right, I question the functionality of those jaws, the mandible, to be more exact. Look at that. It's a separate mandible. Is it functional? Don't think it is. Don't think it is. Viper Lash, of course, coming through. Lashing like a viper. Big fangs, putting in the poison. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. Summon a serpent. Serpent has 1/1, but a 3/3 if you evolve it. So there you go. Enhance. If you have enough play points, they're automatically spent to activate the enhance effect of a card. This doesn't have an enhance effect. I don't know why it's giving me the tooltip for that. Oh wait, no, there's an enhance on this one though. Summon 4 serpents instead, which is interesting. You get 4 damage on the board. 4 whole damage on the board. Wow, that's what I say. And next action, Glorious Core, Doting Dragoneer, getting the in on the whelp action. I've already got one of these. You like a Dragoneer, but you also like one that dotes quite a bit. Golem's Rampage. I don't know why some people say Golem. Golem is spelled with a U and 2 L's, and it is just a different word. Uh, Golem. Golem. Comes from Hebrew. But anyway, you summon 2 clay golems, deal X damage to an enemy follower. X equals the number of allied clay golems in play. That's right. You gotta keep in mind, clay golems are actually pretty useful if you're rune crafting. You know, gotta get those air runes, fire runes, air rune running on World 76. No, I'm joking. We're not doing that. We're gonna do a riot. Marcotte, heretical sister. You know, no heretics in my home, but if there were a heretic, then this one is the heretic that we would have. Why? Because we have a fanfare. Put a random neutral follower from your deck into your hand. Great play, great banter maybe with a heretic. You ever met a heretic? I have. There you go. So let's flip. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? Some real action we've got here. We'll get to you in a moment. But let's see. We've got a Knickar wearing Thunder, everybody's favorite. A Dauntless Commander, Fan First. Enhance 7, gain +4, and give +0/+2 to all other allied followers. Great fun there. During your turn, whenever another allied follower evolves, give it +0/+2. See the evolved form. Very interesting. Look at that hat there. You know, a nice feather in your hat. I don't know why people don't do that anymore. I think it's very stylish to have feathers in your hat, especially if you get the long ones that sort of have a bit of a bend to them. But not just one. You got to get a whole ton of them. Oh, someone is trying to interrupt my stream. So let me just give a bit of a pause here. There you go. Just to have a quick look at the artwork. All right, don't mind the interruption there. Just had a brief moment. Someone asking me about my lunch, and we do indeed have a lunch. That's great. It's always great to have a lunch. You ever had a day without a lunch? I have, many times. But anyway, oh, let's see. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's what we say in this town. That's what we say. There's nothing to fear. Put your faith in me. A true warrior. A true warrior wears an injury on the battlefield like a badge of pride. The path to peace dwells within a soul that is patient and unyielding. Card set, Steel Rebellion. Sounds edgy to me, but I'm not the one to say that. You know, I'm not the big kahuna in these parts. I don't always make the rules. But what we do have here is an overwhelming crush. Destroy an enemy follower. Holy cannoli. Look at that, though. That's what I call destroy. If overflow is active for you, put a random Dragoncraft follower from your deck into your hand. That's powerful. That is powerful. Just a straight up destroy for cost. Doesn't matter what it is. That is over. Oh, that's actually OP. Not gonna lie. Elder dragons use human language to voice their discontent with mankind. Lower dragons use violence to express their discontent with mankind. That's right. We've got the lower dragon power right there. But now we have the Duke of Dukes here. We've got none other than Azord, Duke of the Mists. Holy cannoli. Unevolved. Does accelerate 2. Random summon a Lilje, Butler of the Mists, or a Sheena, Maid of the Mists. Holy cannoli. That's some real action there. Real deal action. So here you have a butler of the mists, and the other one is the maid of the mists, just so that everyone knows what happens here. So this is the evolved form. That's the quote. And here's what the maid says. I see. I have a grasp of your skill level now. I am pleased to inform you that you passed the test. I will lead you to Lord Azord. I will be sure to tell him that you are worthy of his full power. Unlimited power! And let's just have a read of this. Welcome to Lord Azord's manor. I am Liljit, a butler in service to Lord Azord. Now then, prepare for battle. I will determine whether you are worthy of my lord deigning to duel you. He doesn't even deign it. No, he dare not deign to duel filth like you. He does not. I am British. Start. Some more news. My lunch is approaching closer, which is why I'm trying to wrap things up. He does it to attack! And that's all I'll say on that. Well, let's see what the man, the myth, the legend himself has to say to us. Nice. I like it. It's a bit of a deeper voice, which is always very good to hear. Always very good to hear. Oh my. Let's see what's the text is. All value lies in strength. Weaklings are no more than rubbish. If you wish to defeat me and prove your own worth, you must first show that you have what it takes. Steel rebellion. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy! Going insane! Forest Hermit. Snap! Look at that. I already have one of these. Here's a quote. Text. Outsiders continue throwing their broken machines into the forest. The place I call home. I will gladly take it upon myself to collect their trash. For you see, here in the forest, we help each other out. Look at those folks out in the city. What are they doing? They're sitting around doing nothing. That's what they're doing. They're doing nothing. Look at them. They don't help each other. Someone's getting assaulted on the street, and they just walk past it, thinking, not my problem, not my problem. But here in the forest, out in the countryside, we're not those urbanite scum who don't help each other. We help each other. We're real people. We understand how life is and how a man ought to act. And that's why I am the Forest Hermit. There you go. That's it. Mia, angelic doll, very angelic. Fanfare, enhance, gain +3/+3. Put 2 puppets into your hand. Oh, hello, puppet. During your turn, whenever another allied follower evolves, put a puppet in your hand. During your turn. Okay, good. We get some puppets here. What do they look like? Some nice puppets. Make some sound when they move around. And the puppets, what makes one human? In pursuit of the answer, it was crafted. That's right. We made these puppets to answer the deep question, what is the true nature of humanity? What is the delineation of it? Did we learn it? I do not believe we did. But the quote changes, what completes a human? The answer was never found. Regardless, they continue to multiply. Unfortunately, the answer was not found. Excuse me, can you help me? I know I look like a doll, but actually, an evil man trapped my soul inside this puppet. Will you please help me look for my original body? Thank you. It's hard to move this doll's joints. The clothes are too cute and fluffy, and I just feel completely helpless. But if I had tear ducts, I would have already cried my eyes out. But now that I'm with you, I have a good feeling I'll finally relocate my buddy. My buddy! As they say in these parts. So it's always great to get to know new people. All right, an armored bat. Look at that. Whoa. So, what is this? Assembly droid. Hidoshimasu. Just that voice comes out. That's just how it is. Verifying access request. Initializing project core starting up. Confirming changes to core. Functional restrictions partially lifted. Accelerating optimization. There you go. We gotta optimize. Yeah, armored bat. The source of a core's metamorphosis was a diminutive nightkin. Its body, frame is as cute as it is curious. But I say that its new form has retained its mischievous love of biting. Vampire Hunter's Notes, Part 1. I dare say I witnessed the most inexplicable phenomenon last night. A colony of bats donning steel. Was this a mere trick of my mortal brethren? Or have I glimpsed into the future of their species? Vampire's Account, Part 1. Holy cannoli. Oh, well, bother! And we've got the Alpha Core. There you go. To the forest, the battlefield, the sea, the workshop, the graveyard, the castle, and the church! It sent a piece of itself flying in 7 different directions, ushering in 7 different revolutions! We bring this revolution to you at the taxpayer's dime. Alright, let's have a new look. Okay, nothing too exciting, nothing too edgy here. Mechanized life form. Whoa, I already got one of these. Look at that. Ooh, armored bat. We just got one. Another heretical sister. Whoop-de-doo. Doting Dragoneer. Angelic Doll. Archer. All right. Sagacious Core. Whoop. Ivory Sword Dance. Whoosh. Yeah, that's right. Flowers in the wild blossom beneath peace and sunlight. Flowers in the battlefield bloom atop triumph and glory. That's right. It's glorious! Glorious battle! Glorious victory! Whoa! Oh boy! What are these? What are those? Magic Blade Witch! Accelerate 1! Summon an Earth Essence! Ooh, what's an Earth Essence, I wonder? Fanfail deal free damage to 2 random enemy followers. What's an Earth Essence? This is the Earth Essence. This is an Earth Sigil amulet that can be used to activate Earthright effects. Holy cannoli! I dare say the fruits of my research should take my magical abilities to still greater heights. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Tremble in fear before my power! A brilliant red, dwell within my hand and shine. Huh? You think my incantation's too long? That's my strategy, silly! Enemies think I'm going to cast a spell, so they drop their guard and get closer. Then I just use my sword instead. I'll get you, little dog! And you too! I inverted the statement. As a magic user who wields a sword, there are a lot of things I'd like to say. But there's no point preaching to a mage that they're doing it wrong. Blade Mage! Blade Mage! Big quote for 2019! Big quote, indeed. We've got the Purcurian Angel. Great. This This dish, what a delicate and gentle flavor. It's not perfect, but I can sense the love that went into its preparation. Simply delightful. It makes me want to head to the kitchen right now. The kitchen. The kitchen, the kitchen, the kitchen. Into the kitchen! Magitech Golem. Unevolved. Whenever you play another Machina card, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. Evolve. Put a repair mode in your hand. Whenever you play another Machina card, deal 2 damage. We're gonna find the actionable offense. Thanks to its tremendous power, the controversy surrounding the use of machines has resolved. A small amount of mana makes the golem move, while its strength is amplified by machines, making it the premier magical life form. Mage Association Research Report, Part 3. The use of machines to amplify power far surpassed our expectations. There is no one left who would argue against the application of such technology, but we must continue our research, for new battles await us. Whoa. Magitech Golem, free cost. Whoop. Whoop. Powerful. That's powerful. Prototype Warrior, we got one of those. We got him. We got him, boss. We got him, boss. Boss. The source of Akor's metamorphosis was the prayers of a young acolyte. Although she followed the correct precepts, it was the machine that answered her call and blessed her with fists of iron. Church Records, Part 1. That nun, she became our savior. She uses those arms of hers to help us, as many people as she can. I hear she even prays for their continued safety after her deeds are done. Layperson's account, Part 1. That's right, you layperson. Layperson. Lay boy. Lay boy. You got him. Got him. Ooh. What are these? Mysterious knowledge. Ooh, I want to know what a mysterious knowledge is. Mysterious knowledge. Randomly put one of the following cards into your hand. Mysterious Missile or Mysterious Circle. Whoop. Can you believe this load of homework? What a monster. Hang in there, Lou. Overheard at Mysteria Academy. Whoa. That's the academy, lads. That's the academy. That's the place to go. That's where you're aiming for. If you don't want to be the lay individual, you want to be the highfalutin, hoity-toity, I know all my stuff person. But it says, as your elected class president, I'd like to make a pledge. Let's join forces to help shape this academy into an even more splendid place to learn. I know we can do it together! Sure, the classroom gets blown up sometimes, and students fly through the air, but that's just another part of Mysteria Academy's charm. As class president, or I should say, as class president, I will ensure this academy retains that charm into the next era. That's right, we're gonna keep it. Robo Falcon! Yeah! It's a Robo Falcon flying through the sky. Don't know why it's flying through the sky, but it keeps going higher, ever higher. Yeah! We got it. Havencraft, Machina, Fanfare, give another allied Machina follower +1/+1 and rush. Whoa, sounds overpowered to me. Flying about, salvation arrived in form not unlike a machine. There it was, flying above the congregation, a falcon made of steel. It was battle-ready and gave the people hope that they could fight back against the demons. Church Records, Part 2, card set, Steel Rebellion. But look at that. Some strange robots appeared and left behind this mechanical falcon. Could it be one of God's messengers, sent to guide and warn us? In any case, everyone at the church can now worship in peace, knowing that a guardian on high flies above. Layperson's account, part 2. Whoop. Whew. 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 That was 5 card packs. Exciting situations. Great fun was had. I still can't rationalize inside my head what exactly I need to do to build a better deck, but I'll work on it. I'll try to make a deck that will surprise everyone, but of course, Word of Fuss, they still can't beat me because I'm good at games. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitch. Always give comments so that I know what people want. This will also go out onto YouTube, and I guess from there it will be uploaded over to BitChute as well. So whatever happens, know that I'm listening. I'm out there. I'm looking for the answer. I'm looking for the truth. The truth is out there. If you ask, you shall receive, and the truth shall set men free. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you all next time on Anavultus, over and out.